those things? They were what was inside the Dalek we met.
Inside every Dalek. This is a clone farm. They're not growing food here, they're growing Daleks.
As your new Prime Minister, I can see great opportunities ahead for this country. We here in Britain, we've never been afraid of the future, but I do understand that what we all crave right now is security. Security in our politics, security in our jobs, security for our families. I pledge to bring stability and security to every aspect of our national life. Together, we can make this the age of security.
What's happening here? What are we actually doing?
Going to Osaka. Fast!
What about this blue box? What is it? It's a doorway? It can't be. It's my hallway. I don't understand.
Should we explain it to him?
Nah, it's more fun watching him struggle.
As hard as it is for you to understand, this isn't about you. This is about Daleks.
Please stop using that word. It has no meaning.
Yes, it does. To billions of people, Dalek means hate. Daleks are creatures of hate and aggression. Daleks are insidious, relentless, and clever. And like hate, they will spread if they're not stopped. Never underestimate a Dalek.
Which is why I am unveiling today a very exciting new solution to an age-old problem. We will harness the technological revolution to enhance your safety. We will alleviate pressure on police and security staff, and all without draining the public purse.
Oi! Can you hurry up and help me with this?
I need to take a sample of the liquid. I want to know it's being fed on. Might give us a clue on how to stop it.
We're gonna blow him up, kid. That's how we stop him.
Oh, spooky, spooky, spooky. Yes, of course. I think this was the Christmas special, or maybe again it was the New Year special. Revolution of the Daleks, and we saw there, didn't we? The Prime Minister planning to win the next election with the help of the Daleks. I thought that was very funny. The Doctor Who, certainly in the new series, has always done this sort of trip into the realms of reality very well, hasn't it? With the sort of the live Downing Street, BBC logo and things like that. And we've had Andrew Marr, haven't we, in an earlier story, and other familiar faces. But here we had the Prime Minister, who I presume had been taken over by the Daleks. I can't remember the exact details. I think this was another story with multiple settings, an international story. I can't remember where Captain Jack and Yaz were. Were they in Hong Kong or somewhere? Of course, John Barrowman back for this one. I thought the Daleks looked particularly gruesome, didn't they? Especially that one at the end of that clip, crawling out of that sort of green sort of vacuum or liquid. Very unsettling. But yes, a rather enjoyable romp from what I remember. I'm afraid I don't remember too much from that clip about the plot. I presume Yaz and Captain Jack perhaps have been sent on a mission by the Doctor, possibly. And I thought that guy in the TARDIS looked familiar. Was he not in Arachnids in the UK? I thought he looked very familiar. That sort of, typical, Doctor Who businessman who was always up to no good and eventually falling foul of whatever he was trying to do. I can't remember the actor's name, of course. But yes, yeah, this was a really enjoyable one. A revolution of the Daleks. The Daleks looked very different, didn't they? There, even more so than I thought from the previous Dalek story. I think during this period, it seemed to be, the production team's habit of bringing them back for the festive special. I seem to recall the Doctor ended up in a prison, and that sort of sits in my memory, possibly at the start of the episode. I don't know whether Captain Jack rescued her, but it might have followed on from the end of the previous season, I think, the Timeless Children. I seem to recall the Doctor dressed in red, locked up in this prison. I'm afraid I can't remember the exact details, but yes, but very unsettling with the Dalek mutants there. Very atmospheric. Revolution of the Daleks.